Our first taste, Joe, here on pay-per-view of Ireland against Brazil, which will be the matchup in our main event of the evening.
People from Iceland right now are furious at you.
Yes, but I qualified it during the walk-in. He's from Iceland, but he trains in Ireland.
I get it.
Back myself up. At least
Look
I
at
hope.
that big, quick shot by Damian Maia. Closed the distance very quickly. Now let's see how this grappling stacks up. Gunnar Nelson takes him to the ground and on top. And Damian Maia scrambles right back up to his feet. One thing to take into consideration, although I'm not a big fan of MMA math, they do have a common opponent in Rick Story, where Gunnar lost a decision to Rick Story, and Damian Maia absolutely strangled him. Manhandled him and strangled him in one of his first fights at 170 pounds. Gunnar with excellent control of the neck while Damian Maia is working for that single.
This is a high-level chess match right here.
It certainly is. Look at that beautiful trip, but Gunnar with an awesome adjustment on the fly and then stepped over again. Gunnar on top with beautiful movement here. He's got his leg trapped. And what Damian Maia wants to do is get deeper under the arm there and get behind his back and try to roll him back over. Gunnar Nelson with a short elbow. Gunnar on top here, in control, wants to free that leg. He wants to get that left leg out from in between the two legs of Damian Maia. It's almost out, and it is out, but now he lost that position where he's totally on top of him. Damian's on his side now, and Gunnar shoving that underhook. Look at this, steps over. Beautiful pass attempt by, this is some high-level stuff, folks.
Maia winner 3 straight, Joe, coming off a submission performance of the night by rear naked choke. Same can be said. Thatch was finished by rear naked. Now it's Maia trying to control.
He's got his back, and what Gunnar's going to try to do here is maintain his base and shake him off, and he can't do that. Damian flattens him out. Gunnar gets back up. What he wants to do is tire Damian's legs out and find an opportunity to try to shake him forward. The higher Damian's hips go on Gunnar's shoulders, there he rolled over, and he's trying to wind up on top, and now he's mounted.
Nicely done, Damian Maia. Full mount.
Big shots from the top by Damian Maia. And he's going to give up his back, but Gunnar wants to spin. He wants to half give up his back and then turn back the other way again to try to reclaim half guard. But he's stuck because Damian Maia anticipated it, saw it coming, and trapped him. This is a brick wall on top of you here. This is not a normal mount. This is a world championship jiu-jitsu mount.
13 total finishes, 10 by submission for the Brazilian.
There's the big buck, but Damian holds the position. Gunnar could not buck him off, but again, Gunnar wants to shake him off the top. The higher Damian's hips get to Gunnar Nelson's shoulders, the easier it is for Gunnar to pop out the back. But Damian well aware of it. Look how he's got his legs locked up. Really clamped his legs down to hold that position.
Doing a nice job with his ground and pound as well. Striking, trying to break down Gunnar Nelson.
He's hurting him with these shots, but he can't commit to it too much because he needs one arm to post to keep his body on the back of Gunnar Nelson. Now he's switching to a body triangle, but this is a much more fragile position, the way he's got it right here. Now he's better. Now he's better because they went to the ground, and I believe he went to the ground on purpose to try to readjust. The body triangle holds Gunnar Nelson in place, and Gunnar's just got to keep his arms wrapped around his face and wait for his opportunity to try to move. But while Damian Maia has that body triangle on him, his body is essentially locked into that position. This is what Damian Maia used on Neil Magny. Damian looking to get that arm, the rear naked choke now, softening Gunnar Nelson out. Now he's got him flattened out. And Gunnar doesn't allow himself to totally get flattened, turns back around again. Beautiful control and jiu-jitsu by Damian Maia. This is the difference between a high-level black belt and one of the best of all time.
Final minute of round number 1. Total strikes, 60-1.
Hard elbows from Damian Maia.
30.
Gunnar Nelson has absorbed a lot of punishment here. Damian's gonna switch to an armbar.
20 seconds.
Gunnar's in a lot of trouble.
Can he get it here? Can he finish this fight?
Nope.
Looking for
Look
it.
at that spin. Beautiful
Nicely
position.
done by Gunny.
Beautiful spin by Gunnar Nelson. Big shot from the top by Gunnar. Wants to step over that left leg, and he does. The right leg, excuse me. What a round. And he got it because Damian Maia was being very aggressive and went for that armbar.
Which, Joe, if you're going to do that, do it late in the round, right?
Yeah, watch for the kicks of Gunnar Nelson, especially from this position. Both guys standing wide open for the back power kick. Good movement there by Gunnar. John Kavanagh wanting them to stand in the center of the octagon, or wanting Gunnar to keep that in the center of the octagon. But he's got to always be worried about that bum rush, because the way Damian was able to control him, right there. Deep shot, single. Dropped him down. He's trying to adjust, and he's on top now again. Very nice scrambling from Gunnar Nelson, but Damian staying with him, constantly driving forward, still holding onto the single, adjusting around the waist. Gonna try to trip that left leg, but Gunnar is gonna try to anticipate it and roll with him as he's done twice so far.
Gunnar. Yep, John McCarthy looking right at his hand, can't hold the fence. John pulls it away. Right in front of our broadcast position. See that perfectly. Maia always so patient with his transitions.
And this is an interesting situation. Like, he keeps grabbing
Again,
that fence.
John pulls his hand.
Man, he's gonna get a point taken away from him if he does that.
Joe.
Damian Maia is slowly working his way to Gunnar Nelson's back, Mike. He's got it.
Yep.
Beautiful job. Pulled that leg out. Knew Gunnar had to adjust. Got that second hook in because of it.
Half of his UFC wins by submission, 38-year-old Damian Maia.
And he's softening Maia up with these punches. And now Maia trying to hang on the back as Gunnar stands up.
We've seen this before.
As long as Gunnar keeps 2-on-1 here, 2 hands on one, the choking arm, which is the one that's underneath his chin, he's relatively safe. But Maia has a body triangle wrapped around him, and he's hitting him hard with these punches.
Maia's really improved in this area, Joe. Not just the striking, but more so right here in the ground and pound and the grappling exchanges, dirty boxing, good strikes, landing for the Brazilian over and over.
Well, he's certainly putting some serious punishment down here on Gunnar Nelson as Gunnar tries to survive the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game,
in which he's very good at as well.
Well, there's very good, and then there's great. And that is what Damian Maia is. I mean, he is one of the very best to ever compete in MMA in the world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
One of the, if not the most decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor to ever enter the octagon, 5-time world champion. And man, he's done a great job locking
Gunnar
the
Nelson,
body
look
of
at
Gunnar
this.
Nelson.
Gunnar Nelson almost on top of him, and now he is.
Now Damian looks for the clock, Joe.
Well, what's important is that butterfly, and then he just got that free. That was a beautiful job by Gunnar Nelson. It was just a manipulation of the feet of Damian Maia. It was only 1 foot that was keeping him from establishing a better position, and he got that foot off the knee.
Now will Nelson look for ground and pound in jiu-jitsu, or will he look to stand up? Well,
Damian
not going to have the choice right here.
Right
Nice job.
around.
Damian Maia reverses 90 seconds remaining in the second round.
Well, one thing to take into consideration is that Gunnar's been defending so much, Damian's been attacking, and Damian's been doing damage. That all saps the energy of Gunnar Nelson.
Maia said he knows Gunnar's talented, very good grappler. Says he's very dangerous in all positions, but so far so good for the native of Sao Paulo, Brazil. And a huge advantage in total strikes. Wow. 104 and adding.
Yeah, the amount of punishment that Gunnar's taken in these exchanges.
9th fight at 170 for Maia.
And
6-2 record.
Maia staying on top here, establishing a good position with that shin pressing down on the thigh. Oh, these are hard elbows, Mike.
Over and over. Nelson nowhere to hide here.
But John McCarthy, being one of the best referees in the world, knows that Gunnar Nelson's a durable guy. and he's not in trouble. So even though he took those shots, John's just standing by watching, letting him defend. Damian Maia moves to full mount. Very bad for Gunnar Nelson.
Final 10 seconds of the round.
Final 10 seconds, but a humiliating second round. Just being smushed and pounded on by Damian Maia. Interesting that his corner is calling for him to grapple with Damian Maia. His corner is calling for him to get the guillotine position and work for the top.
Maia's corner, of course, Joe, as we heard, saying, you've won this fight on points. You've won this fight on points. But let's not get passive. Let's not give him an opening.
Damian Maia far fresher here in his movements.
And again,
beautiful takedown. But again, Gunnar scrambles. Very nice scrambling. And there's this guillotine position that they were talking about. Let's see if he can work for the top here. It's one of Gunnar's best positions. Trying to hold on to the head, though, but his leg is still trapped. He's working for top position, just as John Kavanagh asked him to do. Can he make the transition over the top? No. Damian cuts him at the pass, cuts him off.
Joe, I'll repeat what I said earlier. This is a high-level chess match between these two great grapplers.
It is. One of them a great grappler and one of them a true master. I mean, Gunnar Nelson he's a very exciting, very talented, skilled grappler, but Damian Maia's on another level.
Absolutely. And the man we're going to see still ahead here on pay-per-view too, Jacare Souza. Body head by Maia.
Yeah, Gunnar is in a really bad position here. He's been beaten up, he's been controlled, he's on the bottom, and he doesn't have a whole lot of options. Unless he can somehow or another get this fight standing and connect with a big shot, it's hard to imagine him winning. I mean, people make mistakes, they leave things out there, and a guy like Gunnar Nelson can most likely submit any man alive if he gets in the right position, but it's a tough task.
It's been all Maia. Look how beaten and battered Gunnar Nelson is. Just over 3 minutes on the clock. Third and final round, another big elbow. Damian Maia is such a good human being and a great teammate. He's definitely trained with all the greats in Brazil and a lot in Los Angeles with Anderson Silva and the likes, and Luis Doria, the professor. Look at this, 141-5, perhaps the most lopsided in total strikes in UFC history.
Yeah, it's like that for a third round fight, and it's just all been ground and pound. And he's got his back again. Damian Maia locks on that body triangle to keep Gunnar from turning into his guard. And Gunnar's just hanging on here. 2:20 to go, really just trying to survive. I mean, he may have resigned himself to the fact that he's lost this fight, and he just wants to not get submitted.
Joe, Maia does such a great job at keeping that body triangle tight and controlling his opponent in that form.
He does, but see what Gunnar Nelson's done by turning towards the side where it's attached. It puts pressure on the ankle. It makes it harder to really squeeze down on the internal organs. But it's really just, I mean, more pain on the ankle and the foot of Damian Maia, and he's still maintained the position.
And Maia's trying to punish the internal organs with those body
works
shots.
Him back over again and
to the
puts
good
it on
side.
top.
Yep.
Yeah, now he can really dig in.
Worked well, let's go.
I mean, he's telling Gunnar to work his way out, but good luck.
Man, he's really squeezing down now, Maia.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it. He's just kind of on his face. It hurts. It hurts your jaw, it hurts your face, but Gunnar Nelson's never going to tap from this. He's going to have to get it under the chin if he wants to submit him.
Just total domination by the #6 contender in the world, Damian Maia.
But what he's doing here, like in this position, he's not going to finish him. He's just going to beat him up unless he can somehow or another open up that chin. He needs to slide that arm under the chin, and Gunnar is just so seasoned He knows how to defend himself, and he might not be able to do anything about it, but at least he's defending himself.
Damian just motioned with his hand. Something, not sure what it is, but now we've just got 15 seconds left. And he's controlling the posture of Nelson.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either. Who was he motioning to?
He may have had the early celebratory fist.
You think?
As he was winning, possibly. He's definitely dominated Gunnar Nelson, the submission guy. Great performance by Damian Maia.
Yeah, truly dominant performance on the ground by Damian Maia. The story of this fight was just the brutal ground and pound. Here's that from the back mount. And here he's pounding him while he's grappling with him standing. There's some nasty elbows by Damian Maia. It was really all Damian Maia in this fight. Very little success other than a few scrambles where Gunnar Nelson managed to get on top for some brief moments. Just a lot of punishment dished out by Damian Maia, but was not able to put away the durable Gunnar Nelson, who showed very good defense despite being overwhelmed.
Time for our official decision. Damian Maia about to be awarded his 4th straight win here as Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-26, 30-25, and 30-25 for the winner by unanimous decision, Damian Maia.